After 14 wins, Denton Vassell gets the title shot he's been craving. Can the big punching Manchester prospect make a name for himself by claiming a Commonwealth crown? Against Lee Purdy, who loves a round, nicknamed Lights Out, he's aggressive and fearless. Will he have another quick-fire victory? On Friday fight night, Denton Vassell, a man whose promoter Ricky Hatton has tipped for the top, faces the stylish Lee Purdy for the vacant Commonwealth welterweight title. We're live from the Robin Park Arena here in Wigan. Welcome along. The welterweight division is the most exciting in boxing right now. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather headlining on the world stage. Kell Brook and Matthew Hatton making headlines back home. Glenn McCrory here with us tonight, fresh from watching Andre Berto defend his world welterweight crown in Florida. He's here to see if he can uncover a new star at 10 stone 7. A former Commonwealth welterweight champion in our second live fight. Craig Watson has the chance to become a two-weight Commonwealth king as he goes in search of the vacant light middleweight title. Can he seize this short notice opportunity? To our main event, will Ricky Hatton reap rewards on his big investment? Here's Ed Robinson.
Bank worker Denton Vassell's been generating plenty of interest away from the office as a hard-hitting, unbeaten contender.
Very, very impressive from Denton Vassell. That was a really eye-catching display.
Now he's all set for a crunch meeting with another prospective high flyer in Colchester's Lee Purdy.
There'll be a lot of action in there, and I can't wait. I mean, I love to fight. It's just awesome.
I'm very strong. I'm an all-action sort of fighter, and I can take a shot, I can give a shot, and I'm action all the way.
As well as sharing an exciting style with his rival, Superfit Purdy also boasts an impressive resume.
And Lee Purdy is going to win this in double quick time!
Purdy's only lost one fight, and he's reversed that. He lost it through weight draining, really. So, you know, when he moved up a weight and he boxed Peter McDonough again, he well won the fight. So in reality, he ain't really been beat himself.
And the Essex Hope claims there are chinks in the armour of the man known as Achilles.
He's never been past 6 rounds. He's never been down to the championship weight, let alone doing 10 or 12 rounds at a very good pace on a set.
They match up perfectly. Both young, ambitious, exciting, and determined to take home the Commonwealth belt.
I feel very confident in beating this kid.
I've done my hard work and my hard graft, so it's just in the ring now to show it.
Glenn, it's a good-looking fight, this. Do you see it as power against speed?
Well, I think Vassell's got strength, power. He's also got good variety, you know. He's looked at quality, who's coming through the ranks, and this could be a great opportunity.
Has he got the stamina to get through 12 rounds?
We don't know. You know, he's going into untested waters. It's a big leap. It's early on in his career, and, you know, he's going into the unknown, and that could be wrong for him. That could be a strain.
What about his opponent, Lee Purdy? What does he have to do this evening for you?
Lee Purdy's a good fighter. He's got speed. He's got very good work rate. He's got to test that stamina. He's got to make Vassell work, and he's got to make him work hard.
Does he hit hard enough, do you think, to win this?
Oh, he hits hard enough. He's got some good wins inside schedule, you know, but he's got that work rate, and that is where he could take Vassell by surprise.
The vacant Commonwealth welterweight title up for grabs. It's caught the imagination of fight fans and boxers alike. Jamie Moore, Ryan Rhodes, Kell Brook, the former British welterweight champion, all ringside. Some of the fight stars here tonight. Hope you enjoy our coverage. Up to 5 times the picture quality in high definition here on Sky Sports HD1. Also in standard definition over on Sky Sports 1. Your commentary team, Jim Watt and Adam Smith. After our MC, Michael Pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hatton Promotions, sponsored by Viamax Nutrition, the Mawson Group and DWSports.com, live and exclusive on Sky Sports HD, Friday Fight Night. Proudly present 12 3-minute rounds of boxing for the vacant welterweight championship of the Commonwealth. The officials have been appointed by the Commonwealth Council and the British Boxing Board of Control. Matchmaker, Mr. Richard Pogson. Commonwealth representative, Mr. Robert Smith. Area representative, Richard Jones. Timekeeper at the bell is Colin Roberts from Halifax. The 3 scoring judges at ringside are Phil Edwards from Preston, Howard Foster from Doncaster, and Marcus McDonnell from Twickenham. Finally, when the action commences, the star referee in charge of the action, Richie Davies from All Hallows, Kent. Introducing to you firstly, the first of tonight's challengers, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the gold-clad shorts trimmed with the spangled black. At the weigh-in yesterday, he scaled 10 stone, 6 pounds. His excellent record reads 15 contests, 13 wins. 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout, just the single defeat and 1 draw. He comes to the ring this evening as the current Southern Area welterweight champion, presenting from Colchester, Lee Lights Out Purdy. And opposing him, the second of tonight's challengers for the championship, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black shorts trimmed with silver. At the weigh-in yesterday, he scaled 10 stone, 6 pounds, 8 ounces. He has a perfect record consisting of 14 contests, 14 wins. 8 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Presenting from Manchester, the undefeated Denton Vassell. Mr. Davies with his final instructions, 12 3-minute rounds.
Okay, fellas, you've both had your instructions in the dressing room. You know what I expect of you. Behave yourselves, do as you're told, and above all, defend yourselves at all times. Shake hands.
So how good is Denton Vassell, the former ABA champion, who's been quietly nursed to a perfect professional slate of 14-0 tonight? He's let off the leash. Time to find out.
Seconds out
against the useful, quick, well-rounded, hopeful Lee Purdy, who's won 13 of 15. He's only 22. He can box, he can punch, and he's got more experience than Vassell. Fascinating, Jim.
Yeah, it's a terrific match. You know, we have 2 young men who are probably aware they have jumped the queue a little bit in the tough welterweight division, so it's a massive opportunity. They're both winning fighters, they're both young fighters on the way up, so the match couldn't have come at a better time. And it is a real pick-em.
The 10 stone 7 welterweight division, terrific worldwide and pretty good domestically as well, and a wonderful chance for one of these youngsters to get a real foot on the ladder. Vassell will want it in close where he can deliver his body shots. Purdy will need movement, speed, rhythm. There's a right hand.
Purdy's landed a couple of solid shots already, so he's not going to have to go looking for Vassell. That's fairly obvious in the first minute or so here.
Yeah, the one criticism on the way up for Vassell is that he's looked a touch plodding. Is he fast enough? Does he bob and weave with those shoulders for the style that he has to employ?
See, Vassell has had things that are pretty much his own way in his pro career. You don't really find out about a fighter until that's not the case, and they have to dig in a little bit for victory, and you would imagine he's going to have to dig in a lot tonight. I think Purdy's getting off with the better quality shots here in the opening round. Vassell threatening, posing, but not really producing.
Sharp start from Lee Purdy, who we saw in an absolute belter with Jamie Spence, only went around. Both were hurt in that one. Doesn't mind a tear up, Lee Purdy, but might have been advised not to use those tactics tonight against the hard-hitting Vassell. Good jab, though, from Purdy. And a right hand, body and head, lively beginning from the Colchester 22-year-old.
I mean, it looks as though this is the kind of fight that Vassell has chosen to have, but I think Purdy's come off slightly better. He's landed the more solid shots so far. He's kept his defences nice and tight. Whereas Vassell is the one who's making mistakes. He's a little bit looser.
First time as well that he's ground himself down to 10 stone 7. He weighed 11.3 when we saw him in action just 3 weeks ago, Denton Vassell. Has this come too early for him? Purdy's round.
Take some water, take some water. You okay? You okay? Listen, you've got to get them body shots. Step inside, uppercut, step across him. There we go.
A very warm welcome back to Wigan. Bob Shannon in the corner with Denton Vassell. Not a great start from the Manchester man.
No, Vassell seemed happy to be in range all the way through, but didn't let enough punches go for me.
Seconds out.
15th outing for the fighter from the Miles Platting estate in Manchester. The Black Trunks started a 3-1 on favourite to claim this Commonwealth welterweight title, and late money on Vassell too. Good body shot with the left hand, and he'll want to turn this into a fight, into a tear-up, and test the mettle of Purdy. But can he cope with Purdy's edge and speed?
Well, Purdy's just standing his ground, so he's not moving around, so not using speed. But these short little punches coming back from Purdy are quite impressive. Although Vassell has revved himself up a little bit this round, but another solid shot from Purdy.
Purdy has 7 knockouts on the slate, Vassell 8. So both can dig, but who can dig deeper if this goes the long route? Purdy with that experience. Just trying to march Purdy down, Vassell back him up in the corners, but good countering work from the 22-year-old, and a nice right hand.
I think Purdy's boxing well on the retreat at the moment. Vassell trying to hurt him, trying to wind up punches.
Is it cute enough, clever enough from Vassell?
Well, he's standing right in front of Purdy. He could be doing with his defence just a little bit tighter if that's the tactics. Whereas Purdy, you can see, really tight, blocking the shots coming his way, then coming back with counters.
Yeah, good defence from Lee Purdy there. Intelligent boxing. Absolute fanatic. Loves the sport. And his hero, Sugar Ray Leonard. Vassell looking for the big, meatier punches. Tremendous opportunity for the two fighters in there, and they will have worked very hard for it.
Well, Vassell trying to push the action in the second round here, but I still don't think he has the accuracy.
Nice body shot from Purdy with the left hook, and a combination that followed. Vassell took it. More accurate Purdy, and showing the better brain, Jim.
I think the better defence from Purdy.
Tony Sims, who guided Darren Barker to the European middleweight title last week on Friday Fight Night, this week has Lee Purdy to look after.
Well, I was impressed with Purdy's defence in that round. He wasn't doing anything fancy, but blocking Vassell's punching, then coming back, having the last word in the exchanges.
Work them sides, and work the side, right?
Seconds out, round 3.
Denton Vassell, who's never lost in a professional ring. Lee Purdy's been beaten once by Peter McDonough, Southern Area Light welterweight title, but he reversed that. Vassell starting fast in the third round, and you get the sense he needs to make a bit of a dent on Purdy. Right hand, accuracy again with Purdy, but can he keep Vassell off him?
Well, as I say, nothing fancy from Purdy. He's just keeping the defences nice and tight, blocking punches, not trying to slip them. Always in a position to come back with some counters. I think Vassell's trying to come up with some classy stuff, some fancy stuff, but not, as I said, he's used to everything. Thinks he's on a good shot
Lovely
from
right
Purdy.
hands from Purdy. Vassell shows good resistance. But it's a really good start this from Lee Purdy, and a left hand. And Vassell needs to sort himself out.
That's two punches that Vassell has really felt. There's the uppercut too. He was shaken by both of those shots. Looking a little bit heavy-legged. Purdy should be trying to drive him back now. Yep, not so much movement from Vassell. Those punches may take a minute or so to get the head clear.
Driving back with body shots again, trying to walk through walls of it, Denton Vassell. We saw it at world level with Andre Berto last week in Florida. He's standing right in front of him, Vassell. Can he grind his man down? Ricky Hatton on his feet, Vassell's promoter.
Well, Vassell seems a little bit more comfortable with this kind of fight, but I think he's taking more shots than we're used to see him taking.
Both of you. One of us in here is going to get cut.
I think it's the heads, yeah, it's the heads. The heads are banging together, but it's just that kind of fight. There's nothing cynical, nothing intentional about it.
Denton Vassell has already had to take more punishment, more bumps than at any stage in his fledgling career so far. And another one from Purdy.
Well, we've seen a massive drive from Vassell in this round to try and gain control of the action, but he's been shaken twice, and still that tight defence from Purdy.
Getting those gloves up, Lee Purdy. As impressive as we've seen him so far.
Well, he's shown in that round that he does have the power to hurt Vassell.
Good round then. Yeah, good job. Good round then. Good round. Come on. Get the water. Listen, keep your head rolling now. Just keep it rolling. Listen, relax now. Let's relax.
Bob Shannon, who's had good victories with Prince Aaron and Matthew Hatton in recent weeks.
Well, Vassell forced to take a couple of real solid shots there. Took them well, but you can see that was an uppercut after the two solid shots. Heads coming together, you would expect in this kind of fight. But the clean, accurate punches at the end of the round, the ones you remember, seem to be coming from Purdy at the moment.
See many more head punches landed. Vassell with the body shots, but Purdy in the ascendancy a quarter of the way through. And let's have a look at the odds now. It was 3-1 on Vassell, 9-4 now. They've come in. The black trunks, a la his hero Mike Tyson. Denton Vassell, the bank worker from Manchester. Nice guy out of the ring. And he fully believes he's going to be a big success inside it. But fairly short notice this. And a move up in class against Lee Purdy. Just trying to bludgeon his way through.
Yeah, well, he can put punches together up close. The fact he's thrown so many body shots shows what he has in his mind. Good upper body movement from Vassell there.
Nice left hook to the body. And a right hand. Just having some success at the beginning of the fourth here, Denton Vassell. Lee Purdy, who's been on the floor before. Ben Hudson cracked him with a left hook. So, does he sense some vulnerability in the chin?
Well, Purdy the one quite happy to break off from that little exchange, whereas in the past he's wanted to stand there. So a little shift in the plot here.
Whipping the body shots in, Denton Vassell. And a smile as well, as though this is what I need to be doing.
And Vassell looking confident that he can work at this pace over the championship distance. This is the best work we've seen from Vassell so far. Purdy not able to come back with so many counters.
Exciting action, fans loving it here in Wigan, and Denton Vassell on the drive. Never been beyond 6 rounds, Vassell. Purdy's been 10 rounds on a couple of occasions, so stamina a question mark, but Bob Shannon gets them so fit in his gym.
And Vassell looks relaxed in his boxing. He's not winding punches up, he's letting them flow. And as you just said, always in great shape in the Bob Shannon gym. Good little return there from Purdy.
Exchanging body shots, but has Vassell got a little more bite in his?
Just have to be careful, Vassell, at throwing so many punches. If the other guy is still there after the halfway stage, you've got to have something in the tank. Set a tremendous pace, Vassell, but this has been a good round for him.
Needed a decent session, Denton Vassell, and he's got one. Less from Purdy, stronger from Vassell, and good defence at the end of the 4th.
Really thumping those body punches home.
On Friday Fight Night next week, Sky Sports HD1, the boxing bin man, Rendell Munro, faces a final eliminator for the WBC World Super Bantamweight title. He faces tough Mexican Victor Terrazas. That's next Friday from 10 o'clock. It's also on Sky Sports 1.
Yeah, massive chance for Rendell Munro next week. And here for these two, Denton Vassell from Manchester, Lee Purdy from Colchester, the gold and black of Purdy and the all black of Denton Vassell. Purdy with a brighter first 3, Vassell back in the 4th and tends to improve as the rounds go on. Decent body shots again from Vassell.
I think Purdy tried to take the initiative at the start of the 5th here, but Vassell not allowing that. I think maybe Purdy's thinking stop the march forward of Vassell.
And needs to go back to his accuracy, his quick punches. Purdy with a good body shot, dug in from Vassell. And an uppercut. And he's just looking to bludgeon his way through Purdy. Almost any way he can. Make it rough and tough and savage in there.
And you still have the feeling that Vassell is the happier in this kind of action. He's used to up close, letting punches flow. I think Purdy would like a little bit more time on his hands to get his boxing together.
His elbows are going up, Jim, Lee Purdy's, and the gaps are appearing to the body. There's another one. And a right to the head.
This is really impressive stuff from Vassell now. You get the feeling at the moment as the pace slows, it's going to suit Vassell that little bit more. He loves being close. Heads coming together again.
Yep, referee Richie Davis warning them. We don't need a cut to mar what is quality action. Certainly for real fight fans. Maybe not the purists, but hard hooks going in. Decent punches.
And there's a fair bit of talent on display here too. They're both showing good defensive qualities. The chin's well protected. Non-stop action, lovely jab from Vassell. Purdy again in the last minute, trying maybe to impress the judges, try to come forward but walking onto shots.
Yeah, good right hand, and I think the physical strength of Denton Vassell is beginning to get to Lee Purdy.
Same as the previous round, Purdy tried to come back strongly, but these hooks are really impressive from Vassell.
Lovely body shots. The machine is revving up. Denton Vassell is getting stronger and Lee Purdy is getting weaker.
It really looks as though he has made a big impression on Purdy in this round. For the first time, it really looks as though his tactics are paying off.
Blood to the nose of Purdy. Big round for Vassell.
When you're there, keep your head moving. Right? Keep your head moving. Okay?
Well, these body shots must be taking their toll on Lee Purdy. They've been good.
Yep, in a 12-round championship fight, I mean, these really sap the energy, and you can see the way Vassell is digging them in. And what he's also doing is pulling down the defences of Purdy. So when the headshots start to come, they'll be landing cleanly too. But these are powerful, impressive body shots from Vassell.
It's got to be tight. It's got to be tight.
8-1 on now. The bookies pretty convinced that Denton Vassell is going to get the win. Lee Purdy had such a bright start. In many ways, the more talented boxer. But Denton Vassell, light on his feet now and ready to go again.
The fact that Purdy has come up from light welterweight, and whereas Vassell has been a career welterweight, you wonder if the natural strength is with Vassell. If that's the case, I love the uppercut from Vassell. We're really seeing some quality from him here.
Yep, coming off that win over Kevin McCauley down in Essex. Denton Vassell, this the big step up. Commonwealth title on the line, and the body shots from Denton Vassell are denting Lee Purdy.
Kind of arm punches coming back from Purdy at the moment, not digging them in the way he was doing earlier. Quite happy when there's a little lull in the action, Purdy.
And another one sinks into the ribs with the left hook. Purdy bravely coming back, calls himself lights out, does have some power, but is that diminishing?
I think Purdy wants to be using a bit more movement. He's standing in front of Vassell, and Vassell is loving every second of this.
Oh, left hook whips in from Denton Vassell. Again, Purdy looking for cover, and if he goes toe to toe, well, will that be his undoing? It's a great effort from Purdy after sucking up these body shots to still be on his feet. But it must be getting hard, Jim.
Well, I'm sure they both come in with a plan tonight, but I'm also sure that Vassell is the one who's implementing his plan. This is the kind of fight he wants. He relishes this kind of action. Purdy really should be looking for some more movement. His defences are still tight, but the real quality work now is coming from Vassell.
Again, another smile on the face of Vassell as they trade body shots, trying to sap the energy from each other.
Another round where Purdy doesn't do too much early under fire, then tries to come back in the last minute, just maybe to make an impression again on the judges. But some tremendous work from Vassell in this round.
Terrific action in this sixth. Purdy back with a left hook, brave, valiant. See what it means to the two fighters in there. Is this going to be a case of last man standing? Body shot again from Vassell, just with a smirk on his face. The European welterweight champion at ringside, Matthew Hatton. Let's see how he's seeing things with Ed Robinson.
Well, Matthew, an exciting fight. Who's got the edge?
I think Denton's got the edge at the minute, definitely. I think he's catching him with some fantastic body shots, and I think they might tell eventually. And you know, I train with Denton and spar with Denton, and he's a very fit, very strong guy. So I think Denton's got the edge at the minute, but it's a fantastic fight.
Denton's never been beyond 6 rounds before, though, as a pro. Is that a worry?
No, not at all. You know, he's a naturally very fit guy. So if Purdy's thinking he's going to run out of steam, you know, he isn't. But you know, I think Denton's definitely got the edge at the minute. But it's a great fight to watch. But I think them body shots have got to take the toll sooner or later.
Thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, spoke well there, Matthew Hatton, and boxed well, didn't he, the other week to win the European title against Gianluca Branco. Hats off to Hatton. Matthew.
Tremendous performance from him, and congratulations again to him. But he's right here because Denton Vassell is the one who has the upper hand now. He's turned things around. I thought he got off to a quiet start, but he's piercing the defences of Purdy now, and he's dictating every bit of the action, using his elbow there.
Just won't let off Lee Purdy. He enters uncharted territory. Denton Vassell, this the first time he's heard the bell for the 7th round, but there's no signs that he'll slow down. Lee Purdy has to make some sort of an impression, otherwise the rounds are going to start ticking away from him. Did probably win the first 3.
I gave him the first 3 because of the tight defence and the lovely counter-punching we were seeing, and the fact that Vassell was a little bit open, but the way the fight has turned around now, Vassell is certainly in the ascendancy at the moment.
And again, he's finding the angles and gaps with these body shots. That's what Ricky Hatton was going on about in the build-up, that he's a wonderful body puncher, Denton Vassell, and that will take him far.
Well, Purdy's trying to come forward, which is a good plan, but he's not letting enough punches go. If he can put Vassell on the back foot, it maybe takes some of the steam out of those body shots.
That's a good body shot, yep. Back from Purdy. Don't seem to be slowing down Vassell, who just comes forward and keeps planting his feet and lobbing out the hooks.
Well, I think Purdy trying to make a point in this round. The fight had turned against him, so he's trying to drive himself forward.
Yeah, good work from Lee Purdy. Tribute to Tony Sims and the team for getting him into this sort of fighting shape, to be able to withstand the body shots. Vassell turns southpaw for the first time, trying something different, and immediately Purdy catches him. Is this inexperience from Vassell?
Well, I just hope maybe there's nothing wrong with either of his hands. I don't remember seeing him switch to southpaw before. So the last thing we need here is if there's a problem with his left hand. We'll see. Nope, there it goes there. Didn't look too much wrong with that.
He's been sparring with the tall, lanky Prince Aaron in the build-up, who's a natural light middleweight. Back comes Purdy. This is his best spell in a while. Right hand, and Vassell's hurt. Badly hurt there. Almost goes. And the referee goes in, the bell sounds. And Denton Vassell was in a mini crisis for the first time in his career.
Listen, why are you going southpaw? No. Why are you going southpaw? Why are you going southpaw? Why are you going southpaw? What was all that about? What was that all about? Listen, what was that all about?
Why are you going southpaw? Bob Shannon doesn't know.
Well, I was worried if it was his left hand, but I had Vassell winning that round just until the last half minute or so, and then he completely lost his way, and I think he was really pleased to hear that bell sound. He was badly shaken, and you wonder another couple of free shots from Purdy if this could have been over. Can he recover from that? He set a tremendous pace. He's used up a lot of the tank. We'll see.
All right, we're listening. Okay. All right, we're listening.
Emotions, as you can expect, are running high. Lee Purdy has brought plenty of fans to Wigan. They're on their feet. They believe that the Colchester fighter can turn this around. He had an excellent last patch of the 7th. Was a minute long enough to recover. Denton Vassell.
Well, we'll see what kind of power Vassell puts into the punches now. We'll see if Lee Purdy is managing to push him back. Good left hook from Vassell.
Terrific fight this, Jim, isn't it?
Tremendous. We reckoned it would be. I mean, two young fighters at the same stage of their career. Look at the work from Vassell.
Lee Purdy's hurt. Bravely fights back. A top tussle unfolding in front of our eyes here in Wigan for the Commonwealth title in the 10 stone 7 division. Who's going to win this? both having their successes.
Well, Purdy not throwing a lot of punches, but he still has a real solid look about his work. Good defence there from Vassell.
Some atmosphere as well. Vassell gets a combination cracking in, but there, back with an answer was Purdy. How has he taken all of these body shots, Lee Purdy?
Well, he's obviously tremendously strong, good left hand from Vassell.
You just wonder, is Purdy finally going to break? He had Vassell rocking at the end of the 7th, but he ran out of time.
Well, he's standing his ground in this round, Purdy, but not really letting enough punches go. Vassell just that little bit busier. Not the powerful shots we were seeing earlier, but he's keeping them pumping out.
Showing bags of fitness, Denton Vassell. Lee Purdy showing bags of heart and still trying to keep those gloves up and the defence strong and solid.
Well, Vassell just changed the tactics slightly, a lot more movement. He seems happy to allow Purdy to come forward. I don't think Purdy's let enough punches go. Still kept his defences nice and tight.
Meteor blows from Denton Vassell in that one.
For lots of guys, hair loss can be a real worry, especially if you don't know where to get the help or advice you need.
But help is close at hand.
Just call Belgravia's hair loss advice line.
Or visit belgraviacentre.tv.
It's as simple as that.
Call for a free consultation at Belgravia's International Hair Care Centre in London, just opposite Victoria Station and open 7 days a week. Or go online for a personalised treatment programme sent directly to your home. The Belgravia Centre, specialising in nothing but hair loss and scalp care.
Purdy. You've got to get that jab, you've got to push him back. How much do you want it?
Welcome back to a sizzler here on Friday Fight Night. He's ahead on punches landed. The body shots have been terrific from Denton Vassell. Lee Purdy not out of it. And Bob Shannon in the corner was telling Vassell he was behind by 4 points.
Yeah, I think you should tell a fighter you're behind in points, but not 4 rounds, because that can demoralise a fighter. It can make him force for the knockout. I think he actually is 1 point up at the moment, but there have been so many close rounds here. You can see whichever way you please. Tremendous battle. But you see Vassell just moving into a 1 point lead after the last round. But I still like the solid look about Purdy.
I think Denton Vassell is also in a marginal lead. Lee Purdy with an excellent first 3 rounds, but apart from that spell at the end of the 7th, he hasn't been able to hurt and sustain an attack on Vassell.
But Vassell's punching, not troubling Purdy now. That's the problem, not driving him back the way they were doing earlier. So I wonder maybe is the snap left Vassell's punching.
Well, they've got to be feeling the pace. They really have, the pair of them. And Purdy has been longer distances before.
Yeah, and he's conserved energy a lot of the time. He spent the first few rounds blocking most of what Vassell was doing and not using up too much steam. And as I say, he still has a solid look.
Flicks out the jab. Denton Vassell in the right hand. Still looking for the gaps. So well matched, the pair of them. We could stand to see this again, whatever happens.
Well, there was power in that shot. I was saying some of the power seemed to have left Vassell's punching. Maybe he's taking a leaf out of Purdy's book. Start the round easy, rev up as it goes along.
Good defence there from Vassell. Combination from Purdy. Certainly not out of this. And back with the right hand. Tremendous effort from Lee Purdy. Another body shot gets home.
Vassell again, just that little bit busier, just letting the punches go.
Arm punches from Purdy. 3 judges at ringside. Some of these rounds, it's sort of what you like. Both exchange, but again Vassell just seems to have the power. Back comes Purdy. The two tottering at the end of the 9th.
Purdy was hurt with the right hand there, but he's recovered well. What a tremendous battle this is.
Intense, grueling, physical, and still we don't know who's going to win. What a fierce encounter.
I mean, this has just been non-stop quality action. They've been toe-to-toe every round, but no clinches. You just wonder, you're looking for signs of weaknesses, signs of tiredness, but not really showing up from either man. Purdy hurt by that right hand. Tremendous battle.
Craig Watson, meanwhile, has his own work to do, getting ready for the Commonwealth light middleweight title shot against Badru Lassamyi. He's a big punching Uganda, don't miss that.
Corners.
It's been exciting enough already, could get even better. Just gauging opinion at ringside. Some people think Vassell's going to win this, some people think Purdy, and some have got it all level. Terrific. 3 rounds left, the championship rounds. Who has more left in the tank, and will it go the distance? Vassell starts the round fast. Is this accumulation gonna eventually tell on Purdy?
Well, you have to remember, a lot of these punches are partially blocked. He's not taking the full impact of them, especially the body shots. But it's just that Vassell is a little bit busier in some of the rounds, which just sways me slightly towards him. But so many of the rounds, nothing to split.
Another body shot, news from the crowd. Switching it up nicely though to head as well, and Purdy's punches just don't seem to have the same effect.
Well, Purdy still keeping that tight defence. His concentration has been excellent all the way through this. Left hook from Vassell, still working the jab.
Got the centre of the ring, Lee Purdy, his corner, begging him to come in, take the fight back to Vassell. Here he comes again, another drive into turbo, Vassell.
They both must be desperately tired. Vassell just digging in that little bit more at the moment.
What a physical battle. Jamie Moore sitting just behind it. He can't believe his eyes, and he was in a fabulous fight with Matthew Macklin a few years ago. This almost as savage.
And this is just punch for punch. No quarter after given here. Non-stop action every round it's been.
Already a candidate for Fight of the Year domestically. And still, Purdy somehow stands up to the punishment from Vassell.
He's keeping you on the ropes, you're exchanging, you're making him look good.
What a great contest. Purdy, more head punches. Vassell, more to the body. And about 30 up on the computer and probably now up on the cards too, Jim, I think.
Yeah, but I think so. I have him just increasing his lead now, giving that little bit more of himself. You see 6-1 on now. Purdy 92.
Yeah, Purdy's never been favourite at any time. And Jim has him 3 up.
You see, over the last 3 rounds, I just think Vassell has just let more punches go. Just looked to be in the driving seat for a lot of the time.
Richie Davis, the referee, just whispered down to us, wow.
Seconds out, round 11.
And he's been in this business a long, long time. Well, this is the first time Lee Purdy has heard the bell for the 11th round. Neither look like they've got any stamina problems at all. Is there late drama in this? We haven't had a knockdown yet. That's quite surprising, really, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think the bell saved Vassell from a knockdown back in one of the middle rounds, but the snap is back and he's punching again.
The last 2 or 3 rounds, just been a despondent look on the Purdy face, as if to say, not quite sure how I'm going to get it done, but still putting together occasional combinations.
I mean, they're both blocking a lot of punches at the moment. Nice head movement from Purdy there. Lovely right hand.
To the chin from Vassell and a body shot. Purdy trying to war with him. But this is Vassell's area of expertise.
For the first time, we actually saw a little bit of spoiling up close there from Purdy.
Uppercut from Vassell. Not quite as keen to come forward, Lee Purdy. Being backed up, plenty of time left in the round.
There's a marked drop in the work rate of Purdy in this round. He's going to have to pull himself together. A body shot is just the last thing he needs at this stage. That's better from him, but he's still being bullied here.
Another body shot, this time with the right hand from Vassell. Back Purdy comes, really making a fight of it and sucking it up. How much he wants this, Lee Purdy, his first big title. But the firepower looks to be with Vassell, and another body shot.
And Vassell really coping with the pace of this so well too. It's as though he's found that second wind we hear people talking of.
Oh, right hand, gunshot out of Vassell. Here comes Purdy. And he's got Vassell. Clocked him a few times and Vassell has to get close again.
Just a little bit of macho coming back from Vassell there, showing I'm not hurt. Just making his point, but this has been a big round for Vassell.
Another tremendous session. Vassell looks tired as he goes back to his corner.
Don't pull this line, right? You've got to pull it out now. Yeah? Come on, you hurt in that round, didn't you? Yeah? How you feeling? Come on, let's go. Come on, Purdy. He's got you down to the worst.
Last round, Lee, good boy.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Purdy?
Yeah.
I've got some stopping to do. Alright, I'm going to be a messy
Don't go to your right.
Last round, kidder.
Are you listening? Get your drink. No, I've got it in my hand. Got it in my hand.
Come on, Denton, 3 minutes.
Last round. What did it mean to us?
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Last round. What did it mean to us?
3 minutes.
I've read to push him back and keep tight.
Every second you got to punch this round.
This is on the last round. If you lose this last round, you've lost the fight. Denton, no, this is
A kiss on the nose for trainer Bob Shannon. As Tony Sims tells Lee Purdy, you've got to stop him. A super 11 rounds. Is there a late twist in the tail?
Well, you can see I have Vassell wide thing. This one goes, he's just digging in that bit more, bit mobile, just pumping the punches out. Purdy just an apparent drop in the pace. Just can't seem to go with him at the same rate.
Both men must be so tired. Left hook from Vassell. 15 knockouts between them. None this late. They've never been this far in a professional ring. I don't think we thought this would last a distance after 6 rounds. Can it possibly?
It's been a breathtaking pace all the way through. And Richie Davis could actually be sitting down here beside us. He's never had to get himself involved. Quality action all the way through.
Clean punches from 2 honest pros and a monumental effort from the pair. And both deserve to hear the final bell, Jim.
Yeah, this has been tremendous. I mean, it's the quality, the non-stop action, never a clinch.
Good boxing from Vassell, behind the jab.
Well, he's the one who changed tactics midway through. We wondered had he emptied the tank, but he seems to have found the second wind and still able to meet Purdy head on and pour the punches. Still doing it.
Body and head last minute. Another smile from Vassell. Shot back from Purdy. Knows he can hurt Denton Vassell, but he's probably got to do it quickly because Vassell ahead.
Yeah, well, his corner have sent Purdy out in the knowledge that they reckon he needs a knockout, and it's not looking likely at the moment. Vassell still pouring those punches.
Right from Purdy, last 30 seconds. Still neither man off their feet. The desire and determination has been exemplary, and there's been plenty of skills too. Vassell with another body shot. A wonderful clash that goes 12 rounds, and the 2 fighters embrace after they tore lumps out of each other for 36 minutes of drama. Brilliant Commonwealth welterweight title fight, and I think Denton Vassell.
Yep, I think so too. In the last third of the fight, it just seemed to, for me, to have that little bit extra in the tank. The stats agree with that.
He threw more than 1,000 punches. Vassell. Purdy didn't do bad, over 700. The quality as well, with the Mancunian Ricky Hattons in there. And have a look at this. That's what boxing's all about, Jim.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's all about. Some people don't realise. I thought Purdy got off to a tremendous start. His defences were tight. In the first couple of rounds, Vassell was the one taking chances, making mistakes. Punches were being blocked and he was being countered. Gave Purdy the third round also, but then in the fourth round, the rounds were still close, but you could see the improvement in Vassell's work. The body shots, I mean the amount of body shots and the accurate uppercuts as well. All the punches in the book coming from Vassell. Some tremendous. This was a round where probably the round just saved Vassell from going over. We wondered had they emptied the tank, but no, it comes back in the next round at the same pace again. Non-stop pace, but in the last third of the fight, this is where the gum shield was punched out of his mouth. But even then, Vassell came charging back to make his own statement. Tremendous battle all the way through, but for me, Denton Vassell. The card looks fairly wide. Wouldn't mind if the judges had it closer than that, but we'll see.
Let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 stunning rounds of boxing, here are the judges' scorecards. Judge Phil Edwards scores the contest 117 to 112. Judge Howard Foster scores the contest 115 to 114. And Judge Marcus McDonald sees the contest 117 to 111. All three judges in full agreement. Your winner by way of unanimous decision. He is the new welterweight champion of the Commonwealth, Denton Vassell.
His 15th win, and what a win for Denton Vassell, the new Commonwealth champion, after a quite marvellous fight.
The crowd on the feet, Glenn. Both men deserve that because that was outstanding.
It's one of those fights that you don't forget in a long, long time. Both men give their all. Such good boxing. You know, they never clinched. They just went out there, both intent on getting the victory and giving everything they had. Great fitness. They've obviously worked so hard and long for this, and they wanted it so much, and they can do that again if they want.
It would be good to see it again, actually, wouldn't it?
Oh, it was absolutely excellent. I think everybody in the hall enjoyed it. Never stopped. Two men that really give everything they had, and two great professionals, and they both deserve great congratulations.
Well, let's hear from those two great professionals now, ringside with Ed Robinson.
Well, Denton, new Commonwealth champion, was that as tough as it looked?
That was very tough. I mean, it's a tough fight, and I give him loads of respect for coming in the ring with me and that, and sharing his fists. He's really tough, and you definitely go a long way, definitely.
After a slow start, what gave you the edge in a really hard fight?
I mean, I think a lot of it, I've read a lot of people say they've never done 12 rounds before and I'll die out, but I train like mad, and I just believed in myself, and I knew I could go that distance. I just basically believe in myself. I've got good trainers like Bob, Steve there, Billy, and myself obviously. But I enjoyed every round of that, and they're telling you it's fun. 12 rounds in there is fun, man.
Lee, are you disappointed or are you proud of your performance?
I'm disappointed. I come into this fight thinking this kid was going to die, and he just seemed to get stronger.
You nearly had him in the 7th, though.
Yeah, I nearly had him, and that's when I thought the fight was going to change. Even in training, I thought it was going to change because he'd only ever done 6 rounds. He'd just fought 3 weeks ago. He'd obviously had a bit of time off, put a bit of weight on. I thought he was going to struggle with the weight. All respect to him, he fought a brilliant fight there tonight.
Would you like a rematch?
Of course I'd like a rematch.
Denton, can that happen down the line, or are you just going to enjoy being a champion?
It can happen. I mean, that's boxing for you, do you know what I mean? Rematches, it can happen, do you know what I mean? And I enjoy fighting this kid. He's a tough lad. I give him loads of respect. And I like to say I give a thank you to Jimmy Lewis.
Well done, both of you, on a great fight.
Glenn, was that one of the domestic fights of the year so far?
Certainly, it's going to take some beating, isn't it? An excellent fight, and you just